Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our road to the league. We're wrapping up. It is the transfer special, and so we have a lot of things to go into. The wrap up, what we're gonna do. I'm kind of gonna make a more of a conscious effort in using the squad planner, at least at this first part of the junction, to kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking straightforward, just in the squad planner, but to kind of keep more organized. So without further ado, let's get right into this, and we're going to start with the supporter profile. So Biggleswade United, they're in the Spartan South Midlands Premier Division. Is that I don't know what level that technically is. That is way under us. We're going to be up here. Actually, no, we're going to be up a division level, so we're going to be up here. So it's two divisions, and they're getting relegated, so they're going to be down. They're going to be really far down. We picked up 67 more followers. I feel good. Feel good. So play attacking soccer, make most of set pieces, entertaining, and counter-attacking. Club vision, develop players using the club's youth system. We're kind of doing that. Play attacking soccer. Pretty much the same thing. Support culture is the same thing as the supporter expectations. Work within the payroll budget. We're going to probably stay under 200K just to see if we can do this. Now, we're attempting to avoid relegation, so that is the biggest thing. So we'll accept that view. Team report, nothing crazy. We had a couple of injuries. Dan Green's going to be out. That's the end of season break. So we need to get to the end of season wrap up, and then we will be there. But first, we have our youth intake. We ended up signing Blaise Schumacher, Belgian. He's gonna play more of a midfield for us, so we'll see what he can do. But his finishing is not great, so his tackling is not great also. So we'll kind of see what he ends up being. And the other key player is Borja, striker. I think he's going to be an okay player at this level, but if we end up getting promoted faster than anything, that might be one that hopefully we can get through. But those are our biggest ones. Nothing to write home about other than that. Not a great youth intake. Here's one of the new things in FM24. So we get to see the stadium ticket prices. Ticket price is going to go up a little bit. Going to go up $7. So we'll make a little bit more money. Average season ticket price was $27.82. And then projected yearly earnings is projected to go down. It is. Our capacity is only 3,000. We don't really play at our own stadium. We do play someone else's stadium. Who owns the stadium? It is Bedford Town Stadium. So we play there. We play in Bedford. One thing I am going to look is probably to see if we can lock up Hunt to a long-term deal. His contract does go out. Let's enter contract negotiation with him. So Hunt is a good Southern League Division Central player. He is consistent. I probably want to keep him on for 1 year as we transition. He wants to be a defender with a central defender role. He's actually a good defender. I'd rather have him be the ball winner. Let's decline that. Let's have him be a star player, though. We have an 18 for 1. That's up from what he's getting now. Like 3. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. The other one that we're likely going to move on from, now that I'm thinking about it, Occupying. Occupying is going to be gone as well. So we're going to keep Hunt here. Hayford can likely get a little bit better. He's consistent. Wed could get better. So I do like him here. I think Dowdy can get a little bit better. He's also consistent. Marsh. Not going to improve, but we'll see what we can get here. We do need to lock up Marsh to another contract. What's he getting right now? 1 year. He was 22. He's getting 15. We'll take this. 17. What about 18? We'll take 18.25. Okay, so that'll help a little bit. We're gonna push some pennies here. I do want Jack Dowdy. He's already agreed to a contract. That's right, 4.6. So that's 2 strikers kind of locked up. Wed needs to be locked up. He's at 24 a year. Can we get Wed for cheaper than 24 a year? 34. Give you 25. 26. I'll give you 27 and I'll give you an extra bit of money. There we go. So that'll work there. Hayford is unhappy. He's likely not going to. We'll see if Hayford. Otherwise, we might have to make a change there. Who else is not under contract? Ellis. If he wants to leave, he wants to leave. I'm not worried about that. Sparks. 1.8, so he's going to be on a contract. Clayton is not, but we'll kind of just leave that be. Inskip is likely going to be out. Yeah, he's going to be out. Green with his 5.5, he's going to be retiring. And we're going to get 26 back. Combined. So, okay, so that's actually fine for me there. Because this covers kind of anything else that we would have. And our money is still 178. So that should be fine. We have to look for a lot of players that may come in. So we got a lot of release players here, but I don't think we're going to be able to bring some of these guys in. I'm going to see. Maybe we can bring in maybe Peters. But I don't think we can remotely rely on that. Potential signings. So this guy's in the Essex Senior League. I don't know how far down this is. But he could be a good player for us. He could play as the Mazzala. In case we can't bring in Hayford, who's angry, we could bring in Weeks. So that might be an opportunity. Here's Georgios Lamakakis. I don't think we're going to be able to make a fit here. but we might be able to bring him in on loan. That might be a loan. One there. And then we've tried to get Dylan Price. We'll see if he comes in, but I don't see him coming back. And I don't think he is going to be picked up by another team. It's possible, but we'll kind of just monitor that situation. Everyone else on the defaults. Let's clean this out because I don't see these guys coming in. Was released. Defaults, we don't have anyone. So I'm going to have to take some look and we're going to take a gander and we'll be right back. All right, Biggleswade end of season review. So here we are after the playoffs. So transfer in, Jack Dowdy is our transfer of the season. 24 goals in 43 appearances. 2 as a substitute, 6 assists, kind of a 7 flat there. Kevin Bradley came in on loan. They liked the loan deal. Obviously, it was free. He still comes in with 2 goals, 7 assists, 38 appearances. And Isaac Awalier here coming in from MK Dons. Started 14 games, 22 substitutions, 7 goals, 4 assists. Our transfers out was just Daniel Bond. Nothing crazy. He ended up putting 18 goals and 32 appearances for White Ensign that were, I think, at a level below us. So here is the league. The board is pleased the team won the Southern League Division 1 Central this season. No doubt. We won it outright. Northwood is the one that comes ahead in the playoffs. So Potters Bar Town actually not making the playoffs in this one. It ends up being Wayland Garden City, Bedford, and Cirencester Town, Northwood, and Northwood comes up with the win. FA Cup bounced out in the first game. FC Romania and Seven Oaks Town knocks us out of the FA Cup. Southern League Cup is Shaftesbury knocking us out in penalties. Biggest win 5-0 over Kings Langley. Best remember a 2-0 win over Aylesbury United. They had 10 men, and the goal of the season is a Hayford perfect finish from 21 yards out in the 37th minute. We'll obviously take a look at this one. Looks like it's the third goal that we're going to be looking at here. The 37th minute. So that's the first one. Price. I'm not seeing the second one. We'll have to see all the goals here. There's Gherkin. And here is the other one. So here's Price taking this one. It's the one at 37th minute. Rounds up to Hayford. It is a volley in to the net. So there is your goal of the season. Finances. We got a new deal, 2-year deal worth 11.78K for, I think this was a jersey sponsorship, I believe. Nothing in the club rep. Another deal here. I think this is the change between that, but I'm not sure. Sponsorship 6.24K. We made a little bit more money on the corporate and hospitality. Made more money in the competition prize money because we won the league. Match day commercial retail doubled this season just about. So we don't have any merchandise sales. We played a 4-3-3 essentially, and it actually came up with some good results. Jack Dowdy is the fans player of the season and the young player of the season and the signing of the season. Goal of the season, we saw that. Top goal scorer, Jack Dowdy. Most assists, Daniel Akaban, who's going to be out this next year. We're going a different direction. Most man of the matches, Jack Dowdy had 4. Highest average, Jack Dowdy had 7. And here's the most overalls. Seeing a lot of Dylan Price in there. The oldest goal scorer being Kevin Bradley. The remarkable season for Biggleswade started superbly and never let up. They are deservedly going up. So here we go. That was our one there, and we pay out 2.4K to the rest of the boys. So let's keep going through. Let's see who we sign, because we have a lot to do when it comes to getting something going the next level. The player of the season goes to Stefan Balev here. 28-year-old Belgian, almost said Belgian, Bulgarian. Looks like a good player, but the level we're going, I don't think it's gonna really help. Dylan Price wins. Well, he's the second. Northwood, Chris Smith, who's also going up, gets most goals. He had 26. Dottie at 23. Price is still looking like he is not going to want to come over here. Our vote, I mean, obviously, I would love to vote for us. Let's go vote Drew Roberts here, but we're obviously going to take Coach of the Year in for the division. All right, guys, so I did some transfer stuff. A lot of players went out. A lot of players came in. We don't exactly have a completely changed lineup, but we had to make some sacrifices to kind of ensure that we're under the cost. And we are right now by about, I don't know, 15,000 or so a year. So we stayed under. We're fine with that. So to go in, who we brought in this season, and no, it's not just Aku OG. That's our one loan that we took after it ticked over. We did a lot of our business before the year ticked over, but we bring him in from Leighton Orient. Just going to be a striker, can play up top. They say he's a better poacher, but really at 5'9", we're going to be playing him as a poacher and just see what happens with that. So that is our one loan. Other than that, we had a lot of players go out. Actually, it's just 2 here. I don't know why there's not more, because we did leave a couple of players. Did leave. We had a couple retirements as well. Not sure why they're not in the transfer out. Release players? I don't know why they don't come out. So we released Akabine. We weren't going to play 30,000 a year for him. Dan Green retired, and Ryan and Skip, that was another one. He wanted 15 to 20. We weren't going to give him that. With him being 30 years old, we could get better, and he was just not good at this level. For the rest of our transfers, let's make sure we don't have anything here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not popping up. So, you know, down here we brought in a lot of these guys, but the first transfer that we brought in, Jasper Cheek, I mean, he's a pretty good player for this level. I think he's going to get up to a potential Venerama National North-South League. I think he is going to be a great player with us. Hopefully we can retain him, but we're getting to the point where we might get some value out of this players. We might have to recycle him as well as things go, so to make some money. We aren't going to be hemorrhaging. Well, actually, we're going to be hemorrhaging a lot of money. So maybe that's not the smartest thing, but hey, we'll be fine with this one. He's consistent. He's getting up there. I think he's going to be up to the standard by the time the first handful of games or so. So we'll see how he does. Next one, we bring in Aston Daly from Southampton. That's right. He was released off Southampton, the midfielder. We bring him in, although he's not consistent. Maybe we can get him to be consistent at this point. Biggest thing is balanced, normal personality. He's got some good speed. And then from there, versatility. He could play kind of this midfield position and up top attacking mid if we want to be more attacking. But I think he's going to be a good player, good decisions, has some aggression, work rates going up. So, I mean, another guy that potentially is veteran national north-south. So that's something there. Bringing Jay Porter, another free transfer coming in from Billericay Town. And just a guy that could play on the left side in defense. Will likely go a little bit better going into next season. But for 12K, this is probably the best we can do here. Begin. Next one, Christian Oxlade-Chamberlain comes in from Kidderminster Harriers. Another guy that we brought in, while he is not going to be a dominant guy, he is consistent, although he doesn't like big matches. But realistically, we just need him to hold down any position that we need if there's any injuries in the middle or the right. He's on a non-contract, so he's pretty cheap. Kamani Hunter. Well, I think we tried to get him last season, but we just couldn't get him to come in. I believe, I could be wrong by that, because I think he did, maybe it was year one when we first came in. We saw him, but he went to #United. Well, he's not with us. And he is a potential veteran national north-south leaguer as well. And he's our best defender. At 17K a year, this man, we're kind of relying on him to make some good defensive plays. Jordan Murray comes from Ashford Town. We're going to see him in the middle when we need him as a sub. We got him in as a fringe player, so doesn't cost anything. We'll see how much he plays to actually pay him. Does have some injury issues, which is why I didn't want to pay him a lot of money or even a contract. Next one, James Berry. Coming in, another guy that was injured, so we didn't, has injury problems, possibly not consistent, but we just need depth in midfield because we're going to change up our formation. So another guy on a non-contract. Nicky Winton, 18-year-old English player here. However, he's not consistent, but I think he could actually get something at this level. That's the biggest thing. Not fast, though. Agility's not there. Balance, I mean, he's just holding up a backup position at this point, which we kind of just need. Connor Collins, just a backup goalkeeper. Nothing crazy. We just need to find someone. And then up top, our striker that hopefully is going to star this season. He is a decent Southern League Premier Central player, so he is at our level here. He is consistent. He has some good speed. He has some good decision making with him, which is increasing even more. We play a couple of positions, but we're not going to be playing wings. I mean, I think he can come in with good composure, good technique. Maybe not the highest finishing, but maybe we can see him finish more often than not. In preseason, we've seen him put in 2 goals, 2 assists, and 4 starts and 3 games coming off the bench. So you might ask, why is there a lot of midfielders? We're going with 4 midfielders. That's what we're doing. Now, we've kind of had to make a little change because Hunt is here. I'm going to save this right now so I can just go back to it. We'll save it as 1. But what we're going to be playing in the first team-wise is just like this. Hunt will be defensive mid, playing there. And he will kind of hold these 2 lines together. On defense, from left to right, Porter at the fullback, or Winton, the fullback on the right. We will have Christian Oxlade here, but right now he's injured, but he technically plays here. Humphreys and Hunter in the middle. Sheik and goal. Going through the midfield, a Hayford, Wed, and Marsh. So we'll see a Medzala from Marsh, and advanced playmaker from Wed, and then Hayford is the box-to-box type. And then Knowles and Dowdy will be up top. Knowles will be the poacher. Let's see if he can knock some balls into the back of the net. That's kind of how we're going to be doing it. We'll see. Because at the end of the day, we're going to be starting out this first one kind of off the back foot. Now, our goal is to not be relegated. And we are projected to be relegated. So, the key with this is do not be relegated. 4 teams go down. Can we do this? I don't know, but we're going to see. We are going to see today, and over the course of the next couple of weeks, we are going to see if we can hold this. So kind of giving you an idea of that. When we look at the players in our season preview, make sure we see everyone. I'm not seeing any of our players. Oh, here's a couple of Sheiks down here and Josh Knowles. So maybe these guys can do something, but we all know Kettering Town is just a monster at this point. They were relegated, I think, from the Vanarama North South. Then it's down here, so we can get a promotion here. We're in a Vanarama North South. It gets a little bit more hectic and difficult up there. And remember, 2 teams go up, so this is one of the hardest divisions to get out of that we're going through because there's only 2 teams. Until we get up into actual league football, then it gets a little bit more not complicated for us to get promotion. But right now it's going to be a lot, but we need to get something. So that is what we're going to be doing. We are going to start off the year against a Rush Hell Olympic at home, and we will see what we can do. So thank you all for joining me. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.